Friends, we've got a problem. It seems the former president, in his infinite wisdom, has found a new way to, shall we say, our immigration system. His latest brainchild, forcing green card applicants to hand over their social media handles. Yes, you heard that right. Want to live the American dream? Prepare to show us your memes. Now you might be thinking, John, this sounds like something out of a dystopian novel where the government reads your diary. And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. This isn't just about keeping tabs on new arrivals. Oh no, this policy applies to folks already living legally in the US. That's right, millions of people who've been paying taxes, contributing to their communities, maybe even perfecting their BBQ brisket recipe. They're all being told, your online life is now subject to government scrutiny. And the justification for this blatant invasion of privacy, you guessed it, national security. Because, clearly, the biggest threat to America isn't climate change or crumbling infrastructure, but that one guy who posts too many cat videos. Look, we all know Trump has a bit of a history when it comes to restricting immigration, particularly from certain parts of the world. But this feels different. This feels like a line in the sand. Now, I'm no constitutional scholar, but even I know a thing or two about the First Amendment. You know, that little document that guarantees freedom of speech, religion, the press, all that good stuff. Well, here's the kicker. Those rights, they don't magically disappear because you weren't born on American soil. They apply to everyone in this country regardless of their immigration status. But this new policy, it throws that principle right out the window. Think about it. If you know the government is going to be analyzing your every tweet and Facebook comment, wouldn't you be less likely to speak your mind freely, especially if you come from a country where criticizing the government can land you in hot water? This, my friends, is what we call a chilling effect. It's like that time your aunt joined Facebook and suddenly all your family gatherings became unbearably polite. Except instead of awkward silences about your love life. We're talking about people being afraid to express their political views, religious beliefs, or even just share funny memes about their culture. Don't believe me? Let's talk about Mahmoud Khalil. This Columbia University student found himself in hot water for, wait for it, leading pro-Palestinian protests. He was labeled pro-Hamas by none other than Trump himself. Or how about Rasha Alawieh, a Brown University doctor who was deported for alleged ties to Hezbollah? Her crime? Apparently it was having the audacity to criticize Israel online. These are just two examples of how easily this kind of policy can be used to target individuals based on their political views. And with this new social media vetting, the potential for abuse is even greater. Imagine a world where a stray Facebook comment about healthcare or gun control could jeopardize your chances of getting a green card. Sounds far-fetched? Not so fast. Remember that time the IRS decided to team up with ICE to track down undocumented immigrants? Yeah, turns out they were sharing confidential tax information. So, forgive me if I'm a little skeptical about the government's ability to use this new power responsibly. Now, I know what you're thinking, John. You're being dramatic. It's just social media. What's the worst that could happen? Well, let me tell you, the experts are pretty worried. Robert McCaw from the Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, hit the nail on the head when he said this policy is all about silencing dissent, especially from Muslim and Arab communities. And Saira Hussein from the Electronic Frontier Foundation pointed out the terrifying lack of limits on how this data can be used. We're talking about potential AI surveillance of our speech, folks. The government could be building a database of our thoughts, opinions, and even our sense of humor. And once that data is out there, who knows how it might be used against us in the future. This isn't just about immigration anymore. This is about the very foundation of our democracy. It's about our right to express ourselves freely without fear of government reprisal. It's about drawing a line in the sand and saying enough is enough. Because if we don't fight for our freedoms now, who will?